point of the matter is that this can apply to anybody. Yeah, Esau, he's the epitome of what we're talking about, but you have a lot of Negroes out there that have that mentality. They walk around with the hoodies on, and they try to present themselves like they're a terror, and don't mess with me, and all of this nonsense. But really, when they're doing that, they're showing that they're weak. They're showing that they have a soft side to it. That's all it is. It's all psychological. When somebody's walking around trying to prove that they're tough or they're somebody of self-worth, it's really because they're not of self-worth. Yeah. It's all psychological. But see, when a person's comfortable in his own skin, he doesn't have to go all out his way, right, and is secure. He doesn't have to go all out his way to prove anything, because he's got it.
And that's another example. Like I said, we're dealing with, because the topic is Cain and Abel, but it all interlinks. But they're also like a man and a woman. Nowadays, you try and deal any woman, but mainly the Israelite woman, she's always trying to get the upper hand in the situation. Yeah. She's always trying to prove how intelligent she is. That she's more intelligent than you.
Because she ain't intelligent.
Yeah, exactly. She's always trying to outsmart you. Oh, I got a degree, I'm educated. Or, you know, she's always trying to find loopholes in what you're saying to try and win. She's always trying to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
That's the last say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because a woman that's cool, calm, and collected is a stable woman. She's secure. She doesn't feel the need. She's perfectly fine how she is in her role. You know, playing her role. She doesn't feel like she's got to top you or equalize you. Or nothing like that. Or try to override you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Get the last say or get the upper hand in a situation.
Yeah.
If you ever deal with a woman that's trying to get the upper hand, that's an insecure woman. That's the type of woman you don't want to mess with.
Exactly.
That shows that she's got insecurities, man.
So, like I was saying again, if anyone's acting out of impulse or just acting strange, it's because there's something strange going on in their mind.
Right.
Okay, and this is what we're talking about. So the point, going back to the point Ian, this is why it's not all about the outward appearance. Because see, I don't even go as far as saying this. You could have a woman, she could be banging from head to toe. She could have the perfect nose, the perfect look, everything. Have it all right, in the outward appearance. But deep down inside, she's hollow inside. So because she's hollow inside, what is she going to do? She's going to make herself look ugly so that she can prove a point. Okay? Because she's hollow inside. So anybody that has some level of insecurity, they're going to exercise to you that they're not insecure. Because they don't want you to see their insecurities.
Yeah.
Because if their insecurities are seen, they're probably going to commit suicide because of the shame of it or what have you. All right? And that's why you have the ones about people, they walk around like they're going to do something. They got this, you know, they got this so-called nonchalant spirit. They shrug their shoulders when they walk.
Yeah.
That tough guy shit. That's all the front, man, to hide that soft, gentle side of them that they don't want to reveal. And really, when you're really dealing with certain jakes, these young guys, a lot of these jakes that be doing that, the reason why they act all tough, because their mothers have pushed them around in the household, man. So when they get older now they feel like they gotta exert that power, that force. But really deep down they ain't got no force and power. Alright, and it's the same thing with these so-called white boys. They know that deep down they ain't worth a damn, they ain't worth shit. They know this. You don't have to tell them this. And this is why they shrug their shoulders, they walk tough, they act silly. Go on, bro.
Obviously, like I said, it's all facts that we're saying, but it's true. Okay? But you know, it all goes back to Cain and Abel, man. Okay? That Cain had something to prove. That he was better than Abel by killing him. Because the Most High spoke to the prophet and said, listen, Abel's sacrifice is better than yours, man.
Right.
And obviously that must have hit Cain's ego. To the point where he said, you know what, fuck.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. Abel, bro, let's go, man. I was feeling how you was, I'll take some notes on
He got jealous.
Take some notes. And they were walking in the field, and then Abel must have been explaining, and then Cain kind of fell back, pick up something.
Yeah.
Knocked him over the head with the
Alright? So it all goes back to this whole topic. Verse 11. no, let me verse 10. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
Right.
And now art thou cursed from the earth,
Right.
which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
I don't mean to get off topic, right? Because we have to stay in the scriptures. But this is why they play that fucking reggae music over there. Heritage, they hate the so-called Negro and they playing our music. And the reason why they playing our music because they trying to get away from the pain that's going on in their life, man. That's why they getting drunk in the fucking pubs. They doing all of this bullshit because they trying to escape reality. That's what that's all about.
It's crazy. Think about it, that's crazy. You know, the fact that you hate people, but you'll be dancing and loving their music. So it's like, now if you hate people, you don't want nothing to do with them. You don't want nothing to do with them, their music, the sight of them.
Right.
You don't want nothing to do with them.
Right.
But these people, they're clearly, that's what Esau's a psychopath.
They don't know what to do. They confuse children. They're confused. Because I mean, I don't understand. If we're less than dirt, as they say, right? And you have to abhor us. Why the hell are they listening to our music?
Yeah.
They should be putting on white boy music or whatever they listen to.
Exactly. Or China, why our music? There's all kinds of music you can play. Arabic music, or Chinese music,
Right.
fucking them Hermetic drums, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could use the fucking anything else. But why our music? The people that you've enslaved and called niggas for centuries.
And
Why our music? That's mad, man.
But then, like I said, the reason why they playing our shit because our shit got feeding and it's got sold to it. And going back to what I was saying, they playing our music right nowadays because they going through hell in their personal life. And the life of these white boys ain't so good as it used to be anymore.
Yep.
There's a transformation and change. There's a transformation that's happening, and they can't get with the transformation.
You know, because like during the Great Depression, they used the cinema to help people get away from the pains of reality.
That's exactly what it is.
The Great Depression was like during the early 1900s.
Yep.
And
29.
people would go to the cinemas very frequently
Yep.
to get away from the depression of the reality that they were in. Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just like people use music, the MP3, going to parties, and all of that to get away from not having to go to work on a Monday through to Friday and shit. 9 to 5, stress out, or they use people smoke cigarettes, weed. They use all these habitual things to get away from reality. Sex, sex is also another habitual thing. Anything that's addictive. It's addictives, man. To get away, or overeating, binge eating, or overindulging in things, man, that you shouldn't really be doing to get away from reality. That's why this society is all about that, man. It's all about being addicted to shit. Addicted to shit.
Because people are hurting, like you said. People are hurting. So if it comes to food, even sweet food. Like I mean, I was eating something, right? And man, this thing that I was eating, I think it was like a cake or something like that I was eating. It was a brownie that it was a brownie that I was eating, right? And the shit was so sweet that actually it took me away from from the misery that I'm normally in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like, oh shit, this is good.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
So that's going back to what the brother is saying. People use food as a way to get away from reality, like it's a drug. And that's why these white boys, they out in the pub getting drunk, and they just trying to find a way to escape reality because they hurt and they know that the transformation is there. They see what we're talking about and they're seeing all kinds of stuff come out of the woodworks, and they can't help themselves anymore. They see the downfall of Britain economically, and it's all hurting them. And these cats are weak inside.
You and Yahweh Shai did that. They called him a wine bibber and a glutton.
Right.
Because he was fucked up in life too.
Right.
That's also eating a lot and drinking a lot. That's a sign of depression.
Right.
He was depressed.
Right.
Because he was a man too.
Yeah.
Because he suffered as a man.
Flesh,
To die for the sins of many, us. But he still suffered like a man. He still had sexual, wanting a woman and shit. But he knew that a woman would take him away from his truth, man, and it would.
You know, Yahweh Shai was highly disciplined. He was very disciplined.
Yeah.
Right.
So Yahweh Shai knew that he was set on earth to play, to pretty much be the vessel and play his part in the world, man. To be a vessel to reconcile the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
You know? So when you know your place, you know your position, as we should all know, then we should also know that we can't let the things of this world get the best of us.
Yeah. Well, going back into this, it said how the voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto us. No, wait. It said and now thou art cursed from the earth, right? Now, Cain's descendants are here on the earth right now. How can we prove that? It says this is Isaiah 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Now, let me break it down. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. For my sword talking about what? The missiles shall be bathed in this first heaven and first earth. So the missiles are going to bathe, going to wash this earth, man, clean. With fire, the bosom of destruction, man. Alright? That's the tool that the Most High is going to use to cleanse this earth, man. Alright? This polluted earth. Alright? And it says, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Idumea, that's the Greek way of saying Edom. And Edom is USA. Okay? Modern day Edom. Alright? And Babylon. England as well, right? And it will come down upon Idumea. So America is a focal point of destruction in the scriptures, man. And England, right? And upon the people of my curse to judgment. So now the people of my curse. Now you're thinking about Cain. It says, now thou art cursed from the earth. So Cain had descendants. And Tony, these Edomites you see walking around, these are descendants of Cain. These are the children of Cain, man. Okay? They're the cursed, they're the people of the Most High's curse. Alright? The people that the Most High have indignation forever. Alright? See? And they're gonna be destroyed, man. They're cursed. You know why? Because they have that the Most High took that penalty from them. The Most High put that mark upon their ancestor Cain.
And the reason why, and another reason why that mark was placed upon them, so that the mankind worldwide can show, people can know, who the wicked on the earth. Yeah. That's why he has that mark. That's the mark of a wicked people, but they have no leprosy. Alright? And when you look at the word crimson, they are crimson like people. When you look at the word crimson goes back to the word crown. Alright? You can get that in Isaiah 1. Somebody get me that in Isaiah 1. I think it's 1:18, I believe it is. So being that we have this understanding, we know who the wicked is. We know who's who and what's going on. There's no naivety there. There's no, you got some good white people. And if they are some so-called good white people, they probably jinx any dog on.
Isaiah 1:18, and it says, come now and let us reason together, saith Yahweh. Though your sins be as scarlet,
right,
they shall be as white as snow.
Right.
Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool.
Right, because the color of red or crimson goes back to sin, or something that bad happened. So when you see a large amount of people with red skin, and they calling themselves so-called white people to get away from that idea of them being a red people, now we understand who the people of sin are. The Most High made it clear. The Heavenly Father created them to be the way that they are, so that we can see in the last days who the wicked are today. It's clear. The Most High is understanding this. It's not, the Most High didn't make anything complicated. The Most High made things simple. But it's what the thing with man made things more complicated and sought out many other inventions, as the scripture says. Now everything's complicated now to the master of the heat. Alright?
It's crazy. It's like he thinks he can just lie his way out of judgment, man.
It's really Esau complicated shit, man. That's alright, because we got the truth already.
I can't be the way of the world, man, because Esau enjoys bringing us to court. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Enjoys criminalizing us, man.
Yeah.
You know, and if he lie, he'll move heaven and earth to dig out the truth and to prosecute us for it. He'll move heaven and earth. But now, when it's his turn to face up, he don't want that. He thinks he's exempt from all that.
Yeah.
He thinks he can lie his way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that, okay, right now, no man can really bring the white man to justice because he's dominating everything. That's how his mentality is. But he doesn't realize that there's an entity beyond him that will bring him to justice, man. And an entity that he claims that he doesn't believe exists. But it will. That's why it's going to be even more of a grateful thing when the judgment does come. You see the look on his face, man. He's going to think, damn, I never thought that this exists, that this was going to happen. You know what I'm trying to say?
And you know what as well, because see, I want to even go as far as saying this, man. Like I said, the shootings already, the visions of the Most High have already been declared since the beginning of time. What's happening now, or what happened in the past, before we even existed? Things that are playing out were supposed to play out. Was already prepared. So it's like you got the powers that be. What they're gonna do is they're gonna stage a major cyber attack. And I'm gonna hop on the video that the Apostle God did on how there's gonna come a time where it could very well be possible to where they can stage a cyber attack so major to the point where it's gonna catch the word of God. And they're gonna blame it on the Israelites and say, see, these guys did it. I mean, because they could do that. They did it in the past. I believe Nero did that. If I'm correct, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Nero did something like that. One of the Caesars of Rome did that.
They blamed the burning down of the riots of Rome, the Christians.
Right, and they blamed it on the Christians. The Israelites.
That was flag, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
scapegoat.
Yeah, it's like expelling the Jews out of Rome.
Yeah, but I want to go and say this, right? Now, if they do that, guess what? It's not going to change anything. Like I've said, probably like months ago. Esau can send the police forces right now and take us off the street, kill us off the street right now. Guess what? Everything that's written in that Bible before to come, it's going to come regardless.
Yeah.
At the last end, everything that we're reading to you right now is going to come to pass. So whatever Esau tries to do, it's not going to change anything. It's just going to be a waste of what he's doing. It's going to be a waste. The Most High's not going to put off the judgments, whether it be bad judgment or good judgment. It's not going to change a thing, because all we're doing is pretty much showing you, opening up the books, and we're forecasting what's going before you. That's why I named the title of the channel GMS Forecasters. We're just like the apostle to us, we're the spiritual weathermen. All we're doing is out here to give the tidings and to also prophesy to the people to let them know what's going to go down. Once we've done our job, then that's it. Go on.
So Isaiah 59 and 19, and it says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
Right, and that's going to happen in due time. You're going to have certain brothers are going to have spiritual power. You're going to get the whooping that ass. Or let's just say some brothers get murdered, which is going to happen. Like I said, Esau's going to do us a favor on top of that. Because if we've been murdered for the word of the Lord, we put our life on the line for the supreme power of Yahweh. You and son Yahushua. That's the greatest thing in the world. Just think about it. You died. You could have died for anything, brother. You could have died for a woman,
Nigga.
okay, or a nigga in the world, okay, or for anything else. But you died for serving the Most High Yahweh. That's one of the greatest things that a man can ever do. And being that that's one of the greatest things that man can ever do, that shit right there is going to be remembered. Okay, the works that we're doing right now, brothers, it's going to be read about in the kingdom of heaven, man. Alright? So like I said, Esau can do whatever he got to do. All he's going to do is pretty much put us in that position where we need to go. And guess what? Him doing what he's doing is still going to lead to his downfall. Because once you kill the saints, now the Most High's going to really move on your ass.
Because if you try to kill off the Israelites, that's gonna fuck up the Most High's kingdom of heaven. Who's gonna run the kingdom of heaven? Who's gonna run the kingdom? If Esau manages to exterminate the Israelite population, who's gonna rule the kingdom of heaven?
Well, I mean, they can murder us, but guess what? The Most High can bring us back.
Yeah.
Doesn't it say in the scriptures, the dead in Yahweh shall rise first?
Right.
And the Most High can raise up stones.
Right.
And make them
Yeah. So it doesn't matter what Esau tries to do, what these white boys try to do. And I'm talking about the powers that be. They could do anything they want. All right, they can come to brothers' houses and pretty much send the forces and kick down your door, kill your mother, your father, whoever you're living with, and you including, and take us all out. It's not going to change anything, man. Yeah. All right, this society is going down, and we coming up. Go on.
Second Ezra 16 and 17, and it says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh.
Yeah.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh."
And the powerful thing about this is that the Most High already wrote down what they're going to do with anything. So they're just going to fulfill what's already written.
showing you who's in control.
Who's in control? Yeah,
There
that's
you
it.
go.
Showing you who's in control.
Yeah.
And it says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my
Just
chosen,
have a nice day. Have a nice day.
and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Right, and that's just the bottom line. That's all it is, man. So like I said, they could try to kill us off the street, or they could do whatever they gotta do. I'm talking about the powers that be. They could set up a cyber attack and blame it on us. These so-called Europeans, they're gonna go into slavery, right? Under us, under the same people they've inflicted, and they're gonna receive the judgment because of what they've done on the earth. Not because of the color of their skin, because of the ill dealings that they've done.
That's right.
Bottom line, end of story.
Yeah.
All right, it's no gray area. It's just black and white like that. That's all it is. All right, because everything that's written is etched on the earth. It's sketched on the earth, and you can't do away with that. No matter what Esau tries to do.
This word is like a demon repellent. Demon tries to come around. Here's the word of the Lord, and he just scarpers off.
Because
again, man.
what I noticed, I felt from him, is that a lot of these Edomites, they think they're the good guys.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They think that they're the good guys, and they haven't done anything wrong, and they're upright, they're moralistic. Because they believe that propaganda that black people, we're the immoral, we're the criminals, we're the thieves, we're the liars. You know, we're those ones. And they ain't that. They're the good people. They're white, so they're good. They're good and moralistic and civil. They're the epitome of civilization. And we're just criminals, we're just niggas. So when he came off, he had this goofy smile on his face that, what's these niggas talking about? That's why you said, have a nice day. When you told him about that they got to receive judgment for the things that they've done, that's when he had to get the step in, because it almost like it shone a light in his head that, oh shit, true say we have fucked up. We have done a lot of murdering, a lot of ill dealing. We have done that. And then it ruined his image of what the white man should be. It ruined in his mind that perfect image of what the white man should be. What you said kind of ruined that. And that's when he said, oh shit, fuck.
Yeah, because see, you know, we're not the ordinary young Negro out here that's all bugged out and confused, and we're gonna reason with so-called white people. We're not here to reason with nobody out here, even are the ones of our own people. You coming up here, it's either you up here for judgment, you're here to get condemned, or you're here to learn something. Okay, and that's just the bottom line. We're not up here to make friends with nobody, and we don't give a good goddamn about these people. I'm gonna just speak for myself. I don't give a good goddamn about these people at all. I don't care about them, not one bit, not one iota. I don't care about these devils, and I damn sure don't care about JP. Because at the last end, they're all gonna perish. In their sins, ultimately. So I don't care what they do or how they do it. I don't give a shit. It doesn't affect me. The only thing that I care about is the brotherhood and this truth. That's it.
That's all it commands us to care about. That's all it commanded us to forsake the fellowship of the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And fear the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And just be out here in the highways and back. That's all we're commanded to read. concentrate on, focus on.
Yeah, because these
everything
people-
else
Yeah.
goes to university, gets good. Right? Don't give me two shits about that, man.
Yeah,
It's good to say love not the world. Don't give a fuck about it. That's what our ancestors said. Don't give a fuck about the world, nothing about it, man. It's all wicked, man. Don't care about is the brothers, the work,
And
the
that's
fear
it.
of the Lord. That's it. Be diligent, and that's it. That's all you gotta care about. That's what's gonna get you through all this bullshit that's to come, man.
And the reason why I say that because the more you stay in this truth, the more you start to realize what's valuable. What you start to realize is that the truth has more valuability than these people or the thoughts of this or the philosophies of this world. This shit right here don't mean anything. Although this world is bigger than us put together and it's running in motion, but this don't mean nothing, man. This is a nothing city. This place to us, to me, is nothing. And I'm gonna be honest, when I see people, I personally look down on them. I do. Okay, because I mean, if you have that high level of understanding, you're gonna look at people like, oh, look at this guy, man. What's he talking about? You know?
yeah.
Because to really be honest, I'm just telling you the way I think, right? I don't see no valuability in these people. I don't.
There is none.
It's not to value these people. Look at how they conduct themselves. Look at how they dress. There's no moral within these people. There's no self-worth for them. So why should I work? Why should I work with somebody that has no self-worth? Come on, man. I don't give a good goddamn if a person come up here and I think in my mind he's not worthy to be spoken about. It's not. I'm 9 times out of 10. I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay.
More than
8 times out of 10 I'm right, man.
Try the spirits.
You're going good.
Speaking it, have a nice day.
Yeah, just have a nice day. Even the guy that came up, I saw that he was simple. A simple cracker. Just get down the street, man. I don't want to talk to you.
This is Ezekiel 2:3, and it says, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me.
Yeah.
They and their fathers have transgressed against me,
Right.
even unto this very day.
Right.
For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted.
Right.
I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh power. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
Right. So everything that we've said, and they rebelled against it. When it's all said and done, and these words come into full play, baby boy. Hey, guess what, man? These streets are gonna be reminded of how they should have listened, they should have hearkened. And them scoffers and stoners is the same way. All right. Everybody's gonna come to the realization. Oh shit, them guys were speaking the right things. There's gonna come a time, and that's why I told you, I believe it's in Ezekiel. It says it's gonna come a time where the Most High, you won't be able to say, "Oh, the Lord prolonged of His days," something like that. No one's gonna be able to say this or anything referring to that, because what's gonna happen is the word's gonna be played out on the earth. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. End of story. What more do I need to say on that regard? I mean, obviously I'm going to say more things. But it's going to be played out, man.
Yeah.
Okay? That's it. We're going, bro. We are.
Alright, this is John chapter 15, verse 22. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin.
Right.
But now they have no cloak for their sin.
They have no cloak for their sin. So if they've seen us out here, put in the work, and they know exactly what we're talking about because they've watched the videos, but yet they want to be keyboard warriors. They want to be cheerleaders, sideliners, as I call them.
Yeah.
Hey, the Most High's going to destroy them because they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. They know, but they're not doing it. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you're not jumping on the bandwagon with the words of the Lord, you're going to be destroyed. The Most High stood up, man. The Most High gave us this information so we can spread it to the world. And this information is highly valuable.
Right.
And we have to use His words to seal the elect of the nation of Israel. Whoever they may be. Fuck all of this other bullshit in this world, this party crap. Because that shit don't matter. When it's all said and done, people ain't gonna be partying and playing this goddamn music. Society's gonna break the fuck down, excuse my language, as Paul said, the Apostle Paul, which was a man of the Lord, he said, though I be rude in speech, or not knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that terminology when I want to, as long as I got the doctrine correct. Now, what I'm saying is all of this fruit in